Today, I want to touch upon the aspect of privacy on Facebook. I genuinely feel that when it comes to privacy, there are a lot of issues. There are a lot of issues on Facebook. For example, I'll give a relatively simplistic example. There are so many things which are happening around us all the time, and especially when it comes to, say, political issues, we all have our certain views which may or may not be going in the same direction as, say, our friends, our relatives, our acquaintances, those who are there on Facebook. So now when I'm commenting on something which in turn shows my inclination towards a particular line of thought, which may not be in line with somebody else otherwise close to me, I don't want that person to actually see my comments, which in turn will obviously reflect my line of thinking. But unfortunately, there's apparently just no way in which I can prevent that so and so person avoid seeing that comment, my activity on Facebook. If that person really wants, especially those who've added me as, say, a close friend, on Facebook you have that setting where you can have these settings with close friend, and you get notifications of activities of that particular person, especially under those circumstances. And even otherwise, you have situations where people get to see what you're doing, what you're up to. So I think there should be a way in which we can make the privacy settings even better. Right now, in spite of that privacy, there being a special privacy bit where you can notify and specify all kinds of privacy settings, there's still so much of room for improvement. And then I'll go on from there to another example that, especially when it comes to relationships and the way women are, you like some other woman's picture or post or anything, and then it goes to the person whom you're romantically involved with, or you're already a husband or boyfriend of, and then they all get sentimental, and then there's a clash around that. Oh, you like that woman's picture, you liked her post, blah blah blah. So why can't there be a way in which whatever it is, I feel if it can somehow be all inclusive to the extent that anything I do is not really reflected on somebody else's Facebook unless I specifically choose that. So I'd say I'm posting to somebody's wall. Even that, I feel, if that can be made private, that if I'm posting to somebody's wall, that should probably be visible only to that person and not necessarily to others in my Facebook, on my Facebook as well. Unfortunately, right now it's not that. If I am wishing somebody, say, happy birthday, I'm writing on their wall, my friends get to see that, oh, this guy has wished happy birthday to so and so. So, maybe in some ways I'm trying to get to a point where Facebook is more reclusive, and that is probably exactly what Facebook is not about. Facebook wants us to connect and communicate with more and more people, but I think it comes at the cost of privacy in a very big way, very, very big way. And often it is because of this factor that I restrict myself. I stop myself from doing certain things which I would otherwise like to. If something, say, is a naughty post, or a woman in a bikini, I will refrain. Even though heart of hearts I really love that picture, I love that post, I'll refrain from any activity on that, because I know that if I like it or if I comment on it, there will be others who will get to see that. So on and so forth. There are so many other examples which I could probably go on and on about, but my point remains that however much Facebook is already offering a privacy setting and privacy tab where you can individually choose a lot of options, there's still enormous room for more, and I wish Facebook could do more, a lot more, as far as privacy is concerned. Cheers.